Hey guys, it's Shy of the Shy Narwhal. First of all, I want to say that I really appreciate all the support that my videos have been getting lately, especially my Lost Nick Jr. Pilots video. However, when I was researching that video, there were actually several things that I came across that I found to be pretty interesting, but that either A, didn't fit into the video, or B, I just didn't have time to research them. And I kind of thought I'd compile those together and kind of make like a Lost Nick Jr. Media Part 2. So, yeah, here are the things that I didn't have time to research, but then got time to research. Let's get into it. Superwhy is an animated series that aired for 3 seasons from 2007 to 2016 on PBS Kids. The show is about a group of 4 kids who live in Storybook Village and go on adventures by jumping into books and teaching young children how to read and spell. Originally, the show had a pilot pitched to Nickelodeon in 1999, and it's quite different to how the final show turned out. Instead of being animated in CGI, the pilot was created with stop motion, and the characters are pretty much unrecognizable compared to their final counterparts. As of September of 2020, there isn't much information about the pilot online, but there is, however, a small handful of screenshots.
Rise and shine and good morning! It's me, Face! How do you do?
Nick Jr. had many mascots over the years, and quite frankly, the most terrifying one was Face.
Face here. Do you know what my favorite thing about taking a bath is? Here's a hint. Bubbles! Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. I love bubbles. Bubble baths make you nice and clean and make you look great. Don't forget to take your bath, and I'll see you right here on Nick Jr.
Face was Nick Jr.'s mascot from 1992 to 2004. Face would appear in bumpers between each commercial break, and because he was the mascot for many years, there are a lot of missing bumpers. It is highly unlikely that all of these bumpers will see the light of day, simply because there are so many of them, and they can easily just be lost to time. Before I was born, my parents, for whatever reason, taped many hours of Nick Jr. programming on VHS, so maybe someday if I have the time, I could see if any of the lost bumpers are on any of those.
Once upon a time, not so long ago, in a supermarket not so far away, there was Fred.
That's Fred with a PH.
Fred on Your Head was a TV show starring Fred, a little green character guy who has his own variety show. The show aired on Noggin for 2 seasons from 1999 to 2001. Because of how obscure the show is, a lot of it is lost. A few Season 1 episodes can be found online, but Season 2 episodes and a chunk of Season 1 are hard to come by. While it is probably unlikely that the show will ever be re-released by Nickelodeon, it could be possible that someone out there has taped a few of the lost episodes and has them on a VHS somewhere. However, as of now, the majority of the show remains lost.
Once upon a time, not so long ago, in a supermarket not so far away, there was Fred.
That's Fred with a PH.
Fred was one of a skajillion little mascots for Fantastic Pickles. Fred was leisured.
He means bored. And so is everyone else. So get to the juicy part of the story, please.
When all of a sudden,
Oops.
Fred's jar of pickles rolled wildly. He saw things he'd never seen before.
Sweet pickles, dill pickles, chunky beef. Wow! Help me, hide me, please.
Jump.
I'm free!
And then,
I'll take it from here. Then, I told her I was curious. I wanted to know stuff. I needed a place to think. And faster than you can say Noggalicious 3 times, she transported me to a whole new world.
and now Fred lives in the dot of Noggin.com. But since he's so fond of foreheads, he hops from noggin to noggin to host his very own TV show.
And that's how I went from pickle jar to TV star.
Calling all Umis! Team Umizoomi!
Team Umizoomi was a live-action TV show about a group of 3 tiny problem solvers who would go on adventures and teach children simple math along the way. The show aired for 4 seasons from 2010 to 2014, However, the 2008 pilot of the show was very different compared to the final show. Originally titled Umizoomies, the show had 5 main characters as opposed to 3. Millie, Geo, and Bot, the characters who made it to the final show, and Zigzag and Alpha Noose, who didn't make it into the show. Besides a small handful of concept art and a short 10-second clip on YouTube, there is no other public footage available online. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. I post new Lost Media content and internet mysteries every single Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time. If you have any suggestions for topics you want me to cover in my videos, please feel free to comment those down below or DM them to me on Instagram. My Instagram and my Twitter are linked down below, so you can follow me and DM me there. And yeah, thank you so much again for all the support I've been getting, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Travel light and see the world right. You'll never know if you never go. So run away with me and say hello to New York City.